Okay, we're back for this second video having to do with Pojman's argument for moral objectivism. Remember that what he's doing is trying to create a counter-argument to moral relativism. His feeling is that moral relativism is a dangerous philosophy that will end up wrecking the ship on the shallow reefs. That our task as society, as the captains of society, so to speak, is to discover where the lighthouse is and steer clear. Or, said differently, to discover what is objectively, truthfully right or wrong, and choose the right, steer clear of the wrong, and thereby secure the interests and well-being of both society and its individuals. In his discussion about this, as I said before, Pojman relies on reason, a rational argument, to secure his views, does not rely on religion. And he relies on both Kant, who is the author of the categorical imperative I discussed in the last video, and Mills, who is one of the fathers of utilitarianism. Kant argued in the categorical imperative that our primary task, was simply to do what is right and to forget about the consequences. So, if you are a German in World War II and you are hiding Jews in your attic and two Nazi soldiers come to your door and pose to you this question: do you know of any Jews in this neighborhood? Some people would say, as kind of a Kantian view, you cannot will that all people tell falsehoods, tell lies. So the categorical imperative says the moral thing to do is to tell the truth. Yes, I know where there are some Jews in this neighborhood. Now, telling them where the Jews are in the neighborhood will result in their being sent off to concentration camps and dying. And so one might entertain the possibility of lying as a moral course, and you'll have to sort that out in your own mind. But Kant says no. Never do it. Never think about the consequences of that act. Just do the right action, and let the consequences, whether it results in death of the Jews or their life, let the consequences be what they may be. But our task as individuals is simply always to do the right thing. And I guess in a fallen world, that may make some sense. Unless we end up doing a lot of bad things with the thought that the end will justify the means. But we have very difficult waters to navigate if we're going to start doing bad things with the idea that it will result in good consequences. So Kant just said no. Let the world go its way, so to speak, and just do the right thing. Now, but Mill's utilitarianism is also interested in securing what is the right thing to do. But Mill says the only way you can do this is by embracing the consequences. So when you're faced with a moral choice and you're considering options, your task is to carefully consider what will be the consequences of your actions, and whatever will produce the greatest good is the right course of action. So I wanted to pose a couple of moral dilemmas and have Mariah discuss these in class. And so here they are. Imagine that there is a trolley, and it's going down the track, and that down the track are 5 people, and the trolley has lost its brake. And as it turns out, the speed of the trolley and where the people are, they are going to die. They're going to get hit by this trolley and killed. And you can't pull the brake. But luckily for you, there is a side track that goes off to the right. And down that track, there is one person. And you have the ability to pull a lever and send it down the track off to the right. And that will result in the death of one person, but you will have saved 5 lives for a net gain of 4. The question to you that Mariah will discuss in class is, what's your choice? Do you pull the lever and take the life of one in order to save 4, or do you do nothing and let the 5 die? Now you can think about that from a Kantian categorical imperative point of view or Mill's utilitarianism. Kant will say, do not take an action that will result in the death of someone's life. Mills will say, do the math and make your choice based on what will create the greatest possible good. So that's an ethical dilemma, a moral dilemma, the kind that we confront all the time by virtue of living in a celestial world. And then Mariah might have some more kind of twist on that particular dilemma. The second dilemma is a dilemma that I watched in a MASH episode. You probably never saw MASH, and maybe you did. But it was a military hospital in the Korean War. And in this episode, there are a lot of there's the medical staff, and there's a lot of South Koreans. They're on a bus, and there's North Koreans in the area who will kill them if they find them. And there's a mother on the bus with a baby, and the baby is starting to cry. And the mother has to keep the baby from crying unless she give away the location of the bus and its passengers, and they're all back. And but she can't. She can't stop the baby from crying. And so the question is, does the mother kill the baby, or does someone kill the baby, or we'll just say kill the baby, smother the baby, in order to save the 37 people who are on the bus? These are the kind of dilemmas we just love to think about. But we all agreed to come, and we're all here in mortality, and so these are some of the challenges that we encounter. In both cases, whether you take the Kantian perspective, the categorical imperative, or Mill's perspective on utilitarianism, they both would agree that there is a right answer, and that our course in life is to discover what the right answer is and abide by it. So I'm going to stop this video here, and I'm just going to give you one more that's probably going to be about 5 minutes to kind of help facilitate our thinking about some of these issues.